Liv wants to do.
Cover again by Liv.
Pick up the pace.
Liv Morgan to begin a feud with WWE SmackDown star that could end the Judgment Day for good, exploring the possibility. Liv Morgan is riding on a red-hot momentum after winning the Women's Tag Team Championship this week on Raw. The 30-year-old is also confidently marching into the Elimination Chamber, looking to punch her ticket to WrestleMania. However, Morgan's potential actions inside the chamber might prove to be a doomsday for her and the Judgment Day. Rumors have been swirling that the Miracle Kid could begin a feud with Alexa Bliss. Morgan might potentially eliminate Little Miss Bliss from the Women's Elimination Chamber, costing her a monumental WrestleMania opportunity. Well, if Liv Morgan does that, it could prove to be the biggest mistake of her life. An unhinged version of Alexa might go to Raw, looking for revenge. There's a possibility that she could take the entire Wyatt Sicks along with her to the Red Brand. Alexa Bliss, along with the Sinister faction, could go on a hunt for the Judgment Day. The Goddess and Uncle Howdy appear to be on the same page after the former responded to Howdy's cryptic messages. It is only a matter of time before the former women's champion officially joins the Wyatt Sicks. If Liv Morgan ends up costing Alexa Bliss in Toronto, the entire Judgment Day could face consequences. Cracks have already started to form within the faction due to the conflicts and chaos that have been brewing for months. A feud with the Wyatt Sicks could prove to be the final blow, resulting in the implosion of the Judgment Day for good. WWE can showcase it as an interbrand feud that may lead to a match at WrestleMania 41. However, this is nothing but speculation at this point. Liv Morgan to face Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania 41? This year's WrestleMania is truly quite unpredictable as the directions for two of the biggest stars in the women's division are still unclear. While Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan both will participate in the women's chamber match, it does not look like they will walk out victorious. The possible direction for WWE is to put both stars in a massive feud against each other on the road to WrestleMania. It will give rise to a compelling angle. Both superstars have a history. Bliss has unfinished business with Morgan as the latter eliminated her from the Women's Royal Rumble. The company could follow up on this angle, capitalizing on this big opportunity. A feud between Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss is a perfect fit for a grand stage like WrestleMania. Therefore, Triple H can make the best out of this story by adding another layer to it at the Elimination Chamber PLE. Liv Morgan claims she had nothing to do with Jade Cargill's attack. WWE star Liv Morgan appeared on the No Contest Wrestling podcast, where she discussed various topics, including how she and Raquel Rodriguez are innocent in the attack on Jade Cargill and how it is just a huge misunderstanding. Morgan said, "I would like to say, in the history of Liv Morgan, there's not been one time when I didn't scream and brag about whatever I had just done. How many times did I scream, I took Rhea's man? How many times did I scream, I retired Becky Lynch? I think that this is a huge misunderstanding. I think that beatdown was highly unwarranted, but I was there at the scene. 3 WWE stars Liv Morgan dated in real life, and 2 she dated in storyline. Liv Morgan has climbed her way to the top of WWE with sheer hard work. She is ranked among the top women in the industry today. Morgan shot to fame as a member of the Riot Squad, but struggled after the group disbanded. The creative team involved her in many storylines, which saw her get a push and then fall out of them. Her work with Rhea Ripley helped her rise to prominence and become a world champion. Fans have backed the Judgment Day member who has proven her critics wrong with her work. Liv Morgan has fallen into quite a few real-life and storyline relationships while working for WWE. Check out the 3 WWE stars who have dated Liv Morgan in real life, and 2 who did purely as part of a storyline. Number 5. Real life, Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore has spoken about how he helped Liv Morgan get a tryout in the company. The 2 dated soon after, but their relationship didn't go well, according to Liv. In an interview, Enzo detailed how the 2 met and how things progressed to her getting a job in the Stanford-based promotion. Then, the 2 started dating. He noted that she went on to become the company's champion. The girl that I got a job in the WWE, my ex, is now their champion, Liv Morgan. I managed the Hooters that she worked at. I went to go get food at Christmas and I saw her, and I asked about her. They said she wanted to be a wrestler, we connected, and then I got her a tryout, She got signed, and I dated her. Now she's the champion. The Women's World Champion's first relationship in the company was with Enzo Amore. She has had a couple of more since. Number 4. Storyline. Lana, FKA CJ Perry, had an ankle injury. Liv Morgan WWE injury update following RW between the two. Tiffany and Rhea. I think I'd rather see Rhea because she and Rhea had such an incredible match 2 years ago. They haven't had a match like that in women's division that I've seen on TV anywhere. Rhea won the match, but it was the best match on the show. It was incredible. Following a bloody match on WWE Monday Night Raw, a new report has revealed an injury update on Liv Morgan. On the February 10th edition of WWE Raw, damaged CTRL's Io Sky and Dakota Kai defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day. During the course of the bout, Morgan suffered an apparent injury where she came up bleeding after a knee from Sky. Later in the program, Morgan was sporting a big bruise on her face during a backstage segment after the tag team bout. Fightful Select, subscription required, provided an update, noting that word backstage was Liv Morgan appeared to be okay, but may need stitches. The report reads, Liv Morgan got busted open by a knee, but word backstage was that she appeared to be okay, but may need stitches. Morgan will face Bianca Belair, Bayley, and 3 other participants in the Women's Elimination Chamber match at the titular event on March 1st. Kairi Sane sends a message to Liv Morgan. WWE star shares brutal fallout of serious injury. WWE superstar Kairi Sane recently took to social media to send a message to former Women's World Champion Liv Morgan. The Judgment Day star suffered a brutal injury on this week's Monday Night Raw during the latest episode of the Red Brand. Liv Morgan teamed up with Raquel Rodriguez to face damage CTRL's Io Sky and Dakota Kai. All of the women involved in the bout put on an amazing display, but the match ultimately ended in Sky and Kai's favor. However, during the bout, Morgan suffered a brutal injury near her eye and started bleeding heavily. Following the show, the Judgment Day star had to get several stitches to close up her wound. She recently took to X/Twitter to show off her injury. This post caught Kairi Sane's attention, and she uploaded a photo of a similar eye injury that she had suffered in September last year while competing against Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. The Damage Control member also sent a message to Morgan with several emojis. Former WWE writer reacted to Liv Morgan's brutal injury on Raw. During a recent edition of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw, former WWE writer Vince Russo reacted to Liv Morgan's brutal eye injury, saying that he believed she was extremely tough for a person of her stature. Did you see that nasty gash on Liv Morgan's eye, man? Wow, she is tough. I gotta give you that, man. That was a nasty gash on her eye. Did you see how that happened, Chris? I wasn't watching closely enough. I mean, she had like a boxer's cut. I mean, wow. She is tough, man. Liv Morgan is tough for a girl her size, and that was nasty. Liv Morgan has qualified for this year's Women's Elimination Chamber match. It will be interesting to see what WWE has planned for the Judgment Day star's future. Liv Morgan smiles through the pain after suffering a nasty cut on WWE Raw. It was a rough night for Liv Morgan Monday on Raw, who suffered both insult and injury. In a tag team match pitting her and Raquel Rodriguez against Io Sky and Dakota Kai of Damage Control, Morgan was pinned by Sky. But before that, she suffered a gnarly cut just over her right eye during the final minutes of the match. Rodriguez and Morgan paired up for some unique tandem offense. Rodriguez scooped Morgan up as if she was going to powerbomb her. Instead, she used Morgan as a weapon, swinging her body into the ribs of Sky, then Kai. Morgan's injury appeared to occur right after she collided with Sky. However, she started holding her face after hitting Dakota later. After Morgan blasted Kai with Oblivion, Sky plowed through her with a running knee lift. That incapacitated Morgan for several moments, who was briefly checked on by the referee. Ultimately, Sky put Morgan down for the 3 count with her signature moonsault. Despite the grisly nature of her injury, Morgan was all smiles afterward. Io, you could never make me ugly.